Hey, thanks for tuning in. This is video number 2 of 5, well technically 6, but 2 of 5 of the Fossilized Volcanicus tutorial. And in this one, we're going to break down how to make swoop and wing finger, okay? All the other bots are going to have their own videos, and so tune in for those respectively, yeah, but this one is going to be dedicated to wing finger and swoop, right? All right, friends, this is video number 2 of 5, technically 6, I keep saying that, but yeah, 2 of 5 of the tutorial, and this is the left arm, and this is basically of Fossilized Volcanicus, by the way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the channel. You can see the combined form, and you can see the tutorials for the torso and the rest of the bits. So yeah, that's what this is for. This one took the longest. This one took the longest. Man, what a pain in the astro train this one was. A fun one, though. A fun one. Because I wanted to utilize all the parts, and it took me a long time to figure out where all the parts are. Like, if you look at this right now, you can see that the lower half of wing finger, where you connect his legs, you can't really see it because it's hidden in there. Like, whoa. And there's a little line that, like, lines up horizontally. I'm like, dude, get the cup out of here, man. A lot of great things going on with this, and just really, really nice. And it took me a second to make, but like, check this out, dude. I love the wings, how they, you know, the wings are basically aligned with one another. Dude, it took me a while. Not gonna lie, it took me a while. I mean, the entire build took me 2.5 hours, and I kind of like average it as, okay, each limb took 30 minutes. This dude took a long time. This dude took a long time. 1 second. Man, I gotta stop doming these like giant cups of water before the video because like I'm mad gassy and I'm always burping and stuff. I mean, I could just technically pause it and you would never know, but I don't know why. I like telling y'all that I had to burp and stuff. Yeah, like I said, this one was really tough. And so let me explain all the easy bake oven, easy parts, and then we'll get into the hard part, okay? All right, so if we open, and the way you start this is you just have swoop in his wing mode, right, or like his arm mode. The only thing that you're doing different is that in the arm mode, normally these would be on the underside. Like I had the waist basically flipped 180 degrees, and you know, I'll talk about why I did that, yeah. And then so, yeah, you get the wings out and you start, I don't know if I have a piece of paper here, I do. So you start out by making this piece, okay? This is a very, very important piece, and you're gonna have to make 2 of them. And so this is just the wing finger forearm with the wrist bent, and then you have the wing finger foot and the little blade thing plugged in. So it's this nice compact piece. And what you're gonna do with this is you're gonna plug this in. You're gonna spin the arm so that the tab points outward. Normally it'd be pointing inward, I believe, and tabbing into the torso, but you need that facing out, and you need that facing out because you need to have that forearm port exposed so that you can plug this in right here, and you can see how these things look on the torso. And when you close up the arms, now you get this great motif, these angles of the wings aligning together, and you got the head there. It's just phenomenal. It's great. And so, yeah, so you got to do that bit. You got to do those parts, right? So, all right. Let me just remove those parts so you can see the bottom part of the hand, which is terrifying. Bottom part of the arm. Okay. So, all right. So once we take this apart, I'm not going to put this dude back. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to show you everything first before I undo it. This is the bottom half of the wing finger torso, plugged into the top half of the wing finger torso, just like you would have them in robot mode, and you have the dino skull plugged into the back. Easy peasy, right? And then on the bottom of the biceps in this case, you have the thigh of the wing finger basically plugged in from the back port. Same thing from the other side, and you're just basically bringing them over to kind of beef up the rest of the forearm. So how is all of this held in here? Well, my friends, if you're familiar with if you're familiar with swoop, you know that he has this big cavity when behind his legs when you close them, and that is actually threading through there. And I'm going to show you right now. Yeah, boy, it took me a second. So you open this up, and that, my friend, was plugged in right there. It's not plugged in per se in terms of a 5mm plug-in, but then when you close this up, you can see that there's this gap here, right? And then you can see that they attach right over here, but they attach over here as well. So there's 3 tabs, at least 3 tabs, maybe 4, that hold it together. And so that's when I realized, like, I was like, hey, can I get this to fit? And so what I did is, see, there's the gap between the peg and this piece right there. I put that in right here. I lined that all up here, and I closed the other side around it. Now it's gonna go down at an awkward angle like that. You see it? Those bits cover the heel parts, and you just got to squeeze it together. It's not going to tab in fully right here. You see that? It doesn't tab in fully, but it's not going to come apart. It's not going to come apart. So, oh, it almost did, but it's not going to come apart as long as it's just on your shelf. And after that, it's just a matter of positioning everything and getting everything correct. And that's it. And that's it. And after you do that, yeah, everything's just like, this is not coming apart. Yeah. That took me a cool sec. Really, really proud of how I was able to figure that piece out. And then if we were going to throw everything back, that would go right there. Then this would go right here. And then, yeah, we'd clean it up. And more or less, it would look something like that. Nice, huh? Nice. Okay, so that was the left arm. Now we're going to move on to the right arm, and that is spindle and snarl. And that is my least favorite part of the build, but still, let's go, friends. We'll be back. We'll be back. What? We'll be back. Jeez.